So welcome to this 1cc guide how to clear Magic Sword, the arcade version, using the Japanese or Word Romeset. For quickly starting on in the guide, I'm gonna showcase the items, the food items, and in general the core gameplay of the game. Right, so I'm gonna quickly switch the replay. There we go. Alright, so Magic Sword is a dungeon crawler hack and slash developed by Capcom. It's really hard. So first thing that we see is just the game allows you to start on any floor, at least most floors. But we don't gonna do this for now. We're gonna start at the beginning. So the game is two buttons. Beside that is really not much to say. You have your basic shield, your basic area damage, and that's kinda it. It kinda plays like Zelda 2 for the NES at first. So core gameplay, just you move, you shoot, that's kinda it. You have the charge shot there. Yeah, just like use your sword a lot, and you have a jump. And also you have an item slot there, and the item slot allows you to use more abilities. This one is magic. You passively increase your magic damage and like area damage, pretty good. And yeah, this is the Scone items and keys. That's kinda it though. So the more you play the game, you'll see all these like cells, and if you hold up and you have the key, you can open the cell and cover allies. So this is the woman that he has a narrow shot from far away. That's kinda it for the woman. And you need to understand that the NPCs and allies have a HP down there, level 2. So if you like, if they take enough damage, they actually die. You'll be careful of that. But they heal pretty quickly. I'm gonna cover all the allies later in the video. This is the basic 2. This works like the Castlevania axe and has really good coverage. But beside that, you can jump. And if you hold down and jump, you can do a tap jump. And same thing, if you hold up, you do an higher jump, as you can see. And you actually can drop down to platforms if you hold down. But beside this core gameplay, you also have a bomb item or a bomb input to use. If you press jump and attack at the same time, you can clear the screen, but at the cost of 1 HP. As you can see, my HP is going down, even if not taking damage. And this is by far the hardest thing in the game, in my opinion. And also the magic obviously consumes 1 tick of HP, and giving you iframes. There's also hidden treasures scattered around the level, like this one. I'll explain all the items in a bit, but for now, beside that, the core gameplay, this is the core gameplay. Just reach the end. Oh, see, I have a timer. Just reach the end of the level and yeah, win. Sometimes you have a boss. Quickly demolish the boss or die in the in the meantime, whatever. But yeah, that's the core gameplay. So I'm gonna switch replay again. Get this one. Yeah, as you can see, you can die fairly quickly if you don't move a lot. So why was like dying all of a sudden? Every 20 or 30 seconds, you're gonna lose half of your HP, like a bar of HP. Incentivizing that you need to move a lot and just go through the game fairly quickly, at least to avoid you stacking up HP fairly easily. You can't die from this like bleeding effect, so you don't need to worry about like dying all of a sudden. Um, yeah, that's kinda it though for the core gameplay. At least the really basic gameplay. So now I'm gonna show some items. Let's see. Okay, so this one are the most common items. Yeah. So, let's see, can I show my mouse? No. Let's see. Give me just a second. Let's see. Alright, this is gonna work. Okay, so this one right here is the red art that will increase the damage of your ally and level. I'm gonna explain that later in the video. This one acts the same, but it just only increases the damage and the speed of the projectiles of your ally. This one will remove one level from your ally. All of this I'm gonna explain later. And for the coins and treasure chest, so kind of self-explanatory. You're gonna get points based on the item, and the points actually matters a lot in this game. I'm gonna show why later. But for the common items, if you see a coin, just collect it. There's really no punishment to collect coins. Okay, let's see. Alright, so items. So you're gonna encounter items as you saw in the first stage of the game. So most items are kinda useless in my opinion. Like this crown right here, like increases your defense? Not really. It can just like increases your shield. Durability. I don't really understand. I usually avoid this one. It's kinda rare as well. It's not really common. And most items are kinda self-explanatory. This one just increases your sword attack, but it's only the slash of the sword. It's pretty good for the bosses. This one increases your ally HP or recovery HP. It's kinda good, but it's not really that useful. It can help for some stages. As seen earlier, there is some hidden chest, and the crystal ball will show them. But it kinda gets useless for a reason that I will explain in a second for my allies. Because one of the allies can show the hidden chest, so it's like whatever really. This one it just doubles your point. It's just good. Double points. The magic potion, in my opinion, is one of the best items in the game. It will increase the magic meter, so you can shoot more quickly. It's really useful in the end game. The diamond ring is used to get more allies, and I will explain that in the replay. The scroll or map is really good as well. Every enemy has chance to drop stuff, and you definitely want all the items that they will drop. They will also drop HP, so you definitely want that. The Power Stone, it combines the Magic Potion and Gauntlet at the same time. Like, it's kind of weird. It's really rare. There's like 3 in the game. I prefer to stick on the Magic Potion though. What else? Right, here's out of taking, but I explain the best I can with my things under. So yeah, as explained earlier, you're gonna die because the HP is going down and down every time. It's like bleeding to death. And of course, there's items to heal. So beside the potion, the radish and the I guess mushroom poison, they gave points. Beside that, and these two actually heal you for the poison. But poison is really rare to get. It's kind of whatever, really. But you can see the mushroom heals 1 HP. 1 HP is one full tick of HP, like one full bar. And the grapes, apples, and milk are the most common drops in the game. You definitely want to aim for these 3 here and the lobster. They heal you for a lot. But this one is the best one in the game. There is like 3, I think, in the game. They're kinda hidden. But if you can find them, they're definitely gonna help you a lot. There's also a hidden star item in the game, but it's really weird. But I will explain that one when it's time. There's also scoring items, as you can see. And let's quickly glance over scoring. You get points by just playing the game, killing stuff, collecting items, finishing floors, everything. Why you want points? Points actually matters because you'll get a fairy every 300k points. So it's 300, 600, 900, and then it's 1,000,000.3, I think. Because after 900, it's actually every 400k points. So it's 1.3 million, 1.7, 2.1, 2.5, and so on. So I actually want to collect all this stuff, all this like point, coins, whatever. Let's glance over. No. This one, yeah. And as you can see, this is the point gain from these items. And there's also a way to spawn the fairy immediately. This is the item. There's some in the game and some really rare. Like a few enemies can actually drop the egg, but it's really rare. And for the other items, they're kind of self-explanatory. The magic, just magic. This one can spawn an enemy for you. Why you wanna do that? I will explain later. And the Grail gives you invisibility for a while. This book, golden book, is like a bomb that you can use. Everything is gonna be shown in the replay anyway, so no need to worry about it. And that's kinda it for the items, really. There's also some like coins Like small coins, but whatever. They're worth almost nothing. Okay, so let's see. Right now, I'm gonna show my replay. So let's see. Let's start over. Alright. Replay. I have a weird grayscale. Alright, there it is. This replay uses the word Romeset. Alright, so for the first floors, there's kind of nothing to show really. Also, I'm using auto fire. If you're wondering, well, auto fire helps a little bit when you take damage, and in general when you collect an item, because you can actually get like an overheat mode when you use the magic or you collect stuff. The auto fire is really useful for that. And yeah, I'm gonna use the magic here and use all my like overheat mode to speak with the boss. And every floor we're gonna get a new weapon and some points for keys and stuff in stock. So for most of my replay, I'm gonna display. There's some hidden doors scattered the map and some specific levels, but I'm not gonna skip any beside the two on floor 17. Yeah, I took damage there, unfortunate. So this more high, if you kill them behind, you can actually get some extra coins. Every enemy has a drop, and you wanna get the drop if you can. Drops are random, but it's kinda based on a rank system. If you didn't get a drop from an enemy for a while, you're gonna get one eventually. So these cells, that was the same like NPCs inside, but they're randomly scattered around the map. That's the biggest, that's a tricky thing about the game. So right here I can get the woman, I did, but the companionship is actually just random. Like it can be here, or the next cell, or whatever. But you're also gonna get the same ones. But in general, if you wanna play good, just don't get hit. If you can actually don't get hit for a while, if you collect onto a shield, you're gonna get a bonus as well. So this is the fairy. The fairy drop food, and if you can hit the fairy before she go away, you're actually gonna get an extra food item. Also, on every time you're gonna clear a stage, you're gonna get a bonus of HP. Most bosses are usually like a speed kill. This one, it's not that hard, you just speed kill it. And as you can see, the chests are random on the stage. The gauntlet can be right at the boss, or there, or on the left side, it depends. And there I got the fairy, because I got 300k points. This is why it's really important to score the game. As you can see, the book and the gauntlet and the what do you call it? The cup, the golden thing. Just gives you invisibility. As you can see, there's a lot of hidden treasures. But for that, you want to use you know, the blue ball. But it's really not useful because one of the ally can actually completely negate the usage of the item, because he has an ability to just see hidden treasures on the app. As you can see, I'm losing my item every couple of floors, because every 2 floors you actually gonna lose your item. You can't keep it forever. As you can see, like these enemies drop the strawberry sometime, or a coin. I got lucky there. A weird thing about the game is you're eventually gonna get some food items from somewhere, from an enemy, from a cell. If you didn't get any from a while. Now when I switch to Tiff, this one can see the hidden treasures and has a really good area damage bomb. For basically 95% of the run, I'm gonna use this ally. As you can see, the black earth. I don't want it. It gives you points, but you're gonna decrease the level. Got a mushroom there, pretty good. These golems shoot some nasty parts when they die, so you wanna get out of the way as you can fall like that. Need to be careful of that. As you can see, I lost my shield because I received damage, and there's the ring. So the ring can actually you can actually get the companionship if you use it. So right here, if you wait for a while before getting a chest, the thief actually appears. But you can hit it to make it go away. But if you have the ring, you can actually recruit him. And if you manage to recruit the same ally twice, you're actually gonna get a bonus level. So you can see he jumped to 4 to 6, and now he shoots 2 bombs. The maximum level is 8. And here I'm going on this route to quick get the HP item. It gives 6 HP, and it's really good. You definitely want that. Also here, you're also gonna get a knight with a round drop. If you're lucky, you can it can give you the invisibility item to get a secret in the spikes, but it's not guaranteed. So right here, I didn't got much HP items in a while, so eventually I'm gonna get one pretty soon, or at least these couple of floors. So here is a nasty section. You can rush it or say spot it. It's very awkward to do. As you can see, I got damage there. I use this strategy to use my ally as a mid shield for a while killing all the enemies. These Zakos are really notorious to be super annoying. They will just follow a static route, and there is the bell. That the bell will summon the dragon. And if you have the ring, you can get a dragon. Dragon is really good for damage, but I prefer the thief. If I go for a basic clear without any scoring, use the thief. As you can see, the thief again was try to steal my item, but I didn't have the ring to recruit him. But those Dakos, we're gonna see them for a while in the game. Yeah, they shoot a revenge bullet sometime. I don't understand how and why, but they just do it sometime. It's really hard to avoid. Luckily you can block with your shield. But yeah, I'm gonna explain every drop at the end of the video for most enemies. There's the bell again. This enemy drops the bell, usually. Because I have the map, so I'm gonna get out of items. As you can see, I got two glasses, or whatever you call them. The goblet, maybe? I forgot the name. The chalice, I think. But I'm gonna lose the map next floor. Oh, that was really bad damage. As you can see, I summoned the dragon. And I got a mushroom. So not too bad. The dragon, it's really risky to use, like to summon. But he has some really good drops if you manage to kill it. It's important to say that a lot of these enemies, the pack punch, you need to be careful of the damage. It's usually like to 2 to 3.5 even of damage. So if you can, just use your just use your magic like this. Yeah, this boss is really annoying. It's probably the hardest boss in the game, in my opinion. The best thing is you just use the magic to speed kill it. You just dunk 3 HP like that. So my thief is almost max level. Pretty good. This like chest again. There, I think no. This one is static. Also, if you see a chest flashing red, it means that it contains a trap. That one is a trap. And the traps, some are random, some are the same. Some shoots out like some flames, some shoot some swords, and the other one is the rock falling. This is a secret right here. You can hit that for 2 diamonds or gems. They give 80k each, so it's really worth it. As long as you're playing safe, this game is not that hard. There's the ring again. Let's see if I do the conversion again with the thief. So this one, when you get the wand, you actually get some iframes out of it. So you wanna use those iframes to kill that sorcerer or dude. Excuse me. A weird thing about the game is how you recruit enemies, like recruit allies. So you need to go on top of it. That's how you change companionship or ally. I'm holding the pendant to double my points. I don't know why. Could go for the ring, but I guess we're gonna use some double point for a while. That apple is always there. It's really hard to explain how the drops works, but they're somewhat static-ish. You're guaranteed for some high tier items if you don't get any for a while. And if you're low HP, you're gonna get some HP back eventually. In form from cells or drops. Here I'm gonna show how to easily do this boss. If you advance too much, you're gonna spawn some Zakos that you don't want. You just use the thief for the bombs, and there you go. So right here I'm gonna actually open this chest. I didn't got an item like for that for a while, so One of those cells is a really high chance of containing a food item. Let's see if I got any. No. I already got the fairy though, because I got the points. Yeah, right here actually gonna skip a couple of floors. If you hit your sword right there on the column, you can take the secret exit out and skip some floors. For actual survival, no scoring, it's worth it to just skip those. They're kinda nasty. They don't give much like food and HP. So be careful because the first cell right here, it's always a trap. Don't never open that one. There's also always a thief there and a mage. As you can see, the thief is really useful for these floors because these chests are random. I think two contains Aki, one and the gem. And there's always one hidden here that contains a blue apple. You can actually use your magic attack to delete those axes. But it's not really worth it, it's not that hard to dodge. As you can see, that enemy shoot out the suicide bullet. But luckily you can kill it or block it with a sword. Here you can wait for an extra set of enemy, and these enemies can very commonly drop a food item or even an egg, really rarely. So right here I actually got the easy way out from this stage. I got the good RNG, and that one was not a trap. So I pretty much skipped the entire floor immediately. If you don't get the good RNG, you need to do the floor normally, but it's not that hard. So this floor, you're probably gonna limp for HP. But don't worry, because you're gonna get an egg pretty soon and a boss. And the boss is really easy. So yeah, if you're limping for HP right here, it's normal. So here, I kinda failed this section. You wanna grab the book after a while, so you can immediately kill every insect enemy. Because if you stay there, they're gonna respawn pretty much immediately. Let's see. Okay, so opening the cells to find some food items. Got a map instead, so not too bad. But my HP here is not that bad, but it's not really good. Luckily, finishing this stage, I'm gonna give you a lot of HP back. Actually gonna switch for Gauntlet here, for the boss. So this boss is probably the easiest in the game, by far. The position is always the same. You can memorize where to stay. But that dude, you're gonna shoot some fireballs. So time, I don't know why. He does have an hitbox, but you can get point blanked by the energy ball. See that one? It kinda disappears after a while. Right here, you actually wanna kill the boss in a precise spot to get more coins. Because the moment you finish a stage, you're invisible for a while. But if you stay in the middle right there, he's gonna block you. So you can lose all those points. So you can see I get some HP back. Most of these like bridge section, you just wanna rush, really. There's really not much to do. Those bots can drop some good items, like the ring or some coins, but it's really whatever. These scorpions can actually inflict poison at you, making you unable to shoot I used the sword. You need to be careful. But yeah, the game I was gonna start using the samurai enemies. Are really tricky to deal with. It's not that bad. There is a lobster on the right side, but it's really hard to get. That Kalis is always there. You can get that one. So here, you don't wanna go up there really. There's not much to do. You wanna stay down here and just avoid everything. Here, I'm gonna use a routed magic to clean those. There's always a knight and a trap there. But the trap, it can be on the left or right side. You need to be careful. So these enemies right here, these mini bosses, can drop a lobster. But it's rare. Got nothing. There's another skip somewhere in this level, but I don't really skip levels beside those three in floor 17. There is the bell again. I don't want it. There's a dragon. The dragon can give sort of a lot of stuff, like a gem, HP, and other stuff. But you wanna open those if you can, but it's not necessary. Again, the mid boss. For me, so you just wanna jump to the opposite direction, so you can easily avoid. So here, I got unlucky with the item was far away, so I needed to use my magic here. There's a lobster hidden there, but yeah. Don't go on the left side when level begins. Here, it's for the easiest level of the game. You just get that item and just crush. And most importantly, get that map. Oh, got it there. Here I'm gonna turn wreck everything, really. Yeah, I fell. Yeah. This is a safe spot to avoid that dragon, but yeah, this replay, sadly, you cannot turn wreck this level. But most importantly, here, we can get out of jellyfish. And having the map highly increases the drop rate of HP. You can get grapes, lobsters, mushrooms, a lot of stuff. I got extremely unlucky there. Usually get at least one lobster. As you can see, I'm leaping now for all my mistakes. I use a magic here. No, actually I don't. Yeah. If the grape fall in the water, you can actually use magic to recover it. But now my HP is really bad. This floor right here, it's the only floor that requires luck, sadly. Because you want that map drop. It's a really high chance, but it's not really how you say it? Forced as a drop. Also, I got 2 apples there. As you can, I don't know if this is a real thing or placebo. I swear, I really feel like when you take much damage, you're forced to get some HP drops from enemies. Also there, I got a ring, was a really big mistake. Luckily, I got another map. You want the map again for the same trick on the jellyfish. It will highly increase the chance of some food items. There is the Capcom item, the sucker in the game. This floor, you wanna do that secret. I mean, you wanna go on the left side to get the secret. And don't immediately finish the stage. You want to go on the left side again for the jellyfish. It's kinda like a trap, but the trap is really beneficial. Right here, you can stay in the middle and shoot out the stuff. You need to be careful to not go, don't move too much, or you're gonna despawn the second set of jellyfish. Right there I got very unlucky. I got next to no drops. So you can get up to like to 4 or 5 lobsters even in this section. But right there I got super unlucky. Not even a piece, nothing. I think this is because I got 2 apples on the later stage and the rank kinda like went up a lot. So yeah, the game said there are no items for me. I think that's the reason why I didn't got much stuff. There I got a black heart off screen, I just noticed. Was unlucky. Again, there's the scorpions and a tomato there. It's always there. And I triggered a special exit, but I don't know. I don't want the special exits. I don't see the usage of them besides skipping floors. You gotta lose on some points, and the floors are not really that hard. These latest floors, I meant. Because right here there is there's HP and some secrets to get. So there's the strawberry, the diamond, and the earth. This is the strawberry and the diamond in here. Or at least I think it's a diamond. It's like a gem or something. On the right side, actually, that's a trap. Never opened this one on the right side. I'm really close to a fairy now. Right here is a dragon. There you go. So again, I didn't got any HP for a while, so I got a chicken there. Right here, if you can, you wanna get a gauntlet and use a magic here to speed kill the dragons. There they are. They do a lot of damage, and using a magic instantly kill every enemy. But because they have a lot of HP, you can use the magic to weaken them, so you can get some apples or chicken or bread. Depends really on the situation. You need to be careful of this secret right here. That one there's a enemy that spawns really quickly there, and always jump. So you need to be careful for grabbing that item. There is the fairy though. Right here, yeah, definitely want the gauntlet to speed kill the boss. And I do a really bad mistake here. I grabbed the diamond once I was about to get the fairy. So I get the fairy, and yeah, I lose all of my HP, and I was behind killing. So I think I'm gonna do a backup strat, going away from the boss. That fire deals like 4 HP. There's a strat I want to use again, like the first dragon. If you see that fire, immediately use your magic. Or weird thing can happen like this. I don't know what happened here, it was really weird. I think consider that went, I recovered pretty well. It is the last level of the game. Like last floor-ish stage section, I don't know how to explain it. Right here, all the chests are random, but here, the second secret, you can get a wishing star, and gives you 100k points. Pretty good, for free. You need to hit that wall for a while. Really cool secret. This like trains of enemies can drop HP, fairly common. Like it's a fairly common drop. They shoot out like one projectile. It's kinda hard to avoid. So this floor right here is kinda risky to play. You usually don't want to use the magic because you wanna kill them with your sword or whatever to get the food. There I lost a lot of HP sadly. I did hit the fairy in time. Right here, you wanna kill the dragon. And the sword now is upgraded to max. Almost max. Actually gonna shoot the thunders. They're really powerful. There is the golem again. I'm gonna go out of the way to avoid the trees, debris. I don't know how to call it. This floor has a secret exit that will bring you to complete new floors. But I'm not gonna do that. They're called red floors. I avoid them because they're really hard and they don't give much in exchange. This floor is really hard though. Probably the hardest in the game, in my opinion. There's a lot of dragons. Dragons just fly at random without a pattern, and they will shoot some nasty projectiles that where they will aim at you. If you see those projectiles, just bomb immediately. Don't even try to dodge them. Got an apple there, pretty good. There is the projectile. See, I just got hit. They're really hard to avoid. And then I got hit by the trap, and that was like 3 HP. But this floor is pretty easy. You just wanna avoid every cell. Or maybe one. I got lucky there. Most contains enemies, so you just wanna rush. And always be mindful of the projectile that they shoot out. Floor 23 can be really tricky if you get hit by the scorpion right there. You need to be careful. You can actually heal if you collect the radish. There's a lucky drop there. That chest right there can easily fuck you up if you're not careful. And again, the position is random. That's why the thief is really good for like a basic ones to see. There's the fairy, and here I'm gonna get the last upgrade of the sword. And I'm always gonna shoot out thunders now for these last floors. So for this floor, you want to speed kill those enemies the moment you see them, or that can happen. And that's kinda this kinda the floor is really short. There is the magic stone. Again, the position is random, so you can get it at the last chest and just kinda useless. There's an apple there, it's always there. And now the game introduces these nasty enemies. If they get under you, they're gonna use an avoidable laser. Here I kinda failed. You wanna kill that enemy before you summon the fairy to avoid missing the extra food item. And again, the thief is so useful in this stage. right here, I'm gonna actually switch to Knight. Mostly because the final boss. So I'm gonna use the B to see traps, so it's not that bad. These last floors, they're really next to no traps. Right here, you actually wanna use that was a really bad mistake. You wanna use a magic to destroy that trap. So right here, there's like 3 sections. 2 is a trap, and 1 is a gold big coin. And there's also 2 food items. This chest is always a trap. Be careful of that. That can easily kill you at this point. And this floor is notorious for score rounds. But for survival, you just wanna rush. Do not stop anything. You just wanna rush. You're gonna use 1 HP, it's fine. And be careful because pretty much every chest there is a trap. So here the last stage of the game before the final bosses. And this section will fill you up for good. That chicken is always there. A really useful chicken. So, right here I wanna go up, continuously jumping to avoid those Zakos. And there's the third Capcom item. And hidden here, there's actually a hidden chest that contains a star. And that's the only like star item beside the secret. The star will give you 4 HP. And there you go, to 0 to basically 2. And there is the second knight to reach level 8. All of these cells are traps, so avoid them beside the knight. Knight can be the first or the last cell. Right here, you wanna use a magic if you can, but it's really hard. It's a lot of enemies on the way. You be careful. Right here, there's the second to last boss. It's just the Chimera again. The basic strat for this, you wanna go on the left side of the area. You just fight it there. Here I take damage from the Chimera, sadly. Yeah, it was really bad damage. The same strategy... It's just the same strategy again. Use the magic to speed it. Here, if you go all the way to the other side, there is a secret for 1 million points hidden in the spikes. That will always summon the fairy. And right here you wanna switch to Magic Stone. There's the secret there. So, as long as you have like 2 or 1 bar of HP, you can chill. But with 0, they was really close. Right here, you definitely want to use the mana potion. Also, these enemies can drop some food items sometime. And there's the final boss. For now, I'm not gonna explain the chest how they work. Just gonna focus on the final boss. You wanna just stay on the other side and just use your knight and magic. This is why the potion is really good in here. You wanna time your jump and shots to kill it. The moment you're afraid of taking damage, use an hyper or a bomb. That is unavoidable. There is no way to avoid that. This fight went pretty smoothly, but was really tricky. But all things considered, this was an okay run. And now you can choose what to do. In either you're gonna get a good or bad ending. If you say yes, you're actually gonna lose on some points for the clear bonus. You use you lose about 200k, 400k. And yeah, 5 million for a 1cc, not too bad. So for some last notes, I'm gonna quickly explain some higher decks, some expert tricks, as you can call them. So let's go on the final boss. Actually no. For now, I wanna explain the companionship, your allies. Right here, I have a second player to spawn them immediately. So first thing, you can play in two players as well if you can, if you want. So this one right here is just your basic shot type. And I got uses the axe like Castlevania. Speed right, it's not that bad. But it's really slow. Oops. The ninja, it's the worst in the game by far. Looks pretty good, but the damage is next to nothing, sadly. It really struggles a lot to kill anything in the game, as you can see. It's really not worth it. The mage is an interesting character. He uses the Abar like you, and he can shoot out some homing projectiles, and he actually gonna shield himself. Can be good, but the damage is not that good, sadly. As you can see, he can take care of those tacos pretty easily. What else? Hey, the woman. It's really good for the first stages, but it gets really bad. Damage is really bad after like a couple of floors. Probably the second worst in the game, in my opinion. The black mage. Oops, wrong button. The black mage also have mimics your charge shot, but you can decide where to shoot it if you hold up or down. This one is pretty good. It's probably one of the best ones in the game, as you can see. He has pistons, you know that. And I don't know if this is real or not. These like bolts deal more damage to like flying enemies or something like that. Like you're gonna get more damage to like this, like to mages, to sorcerers. I don't know if this is like real or not. I didn't test it. And yeah, the thief and the dragon, the last one. The dragon is the best one for damage, and if you can memorize all the chest position, definitely use this one. The damage is really good, as you can see. And it's just I don't think consider like you have a lot of coverage. Besides that, that's every NPC you can use your allies. I'm gonna quickly go over some advanced strategies. Let's see, do I have a save state for that? Yeah, I do. So this floor, there's those like enemies right here, and shoot out these like rocks at you. If you actually use your magic, you can turn them into gold coins. Actually, you can milk these enemies for some extra points. As you can see, this is used on this floor. Yeah, this floor right here it's heavily used to get a lot of points. Let's see if I can do it, because there is a double point here. You can double your point for everything. Oh, either while milking the boss, the enemy. You can get a crap ton of coins, and also because you're milking all of these coins, you're actually gonna get fairies back. As you can see, the amount is ridiculous. There's another fairy. There we go. There's another fairy. You can definitely milk this for millions and millions. But yeah, remember there is a timeout. Eventually, you're gonna time out the level. So yeah, and then once you time out, the HP is gonna highly decrease. I'm gonna show the timeout just in a second when the level is gonna time out. Right there, I got about 2 million points. I'm still like on high HP, all things considered. Oops, I failed that one. If you time out, you're gonna quickly lose HP until you die. Look at my HP now. Oh, it's gonna be decreased until I'm gonna eventually die. And there we go. This is an advanced scoring technique. But before I end the video, I'm gonna quickly explain the drops of the enemies. At least the one that is worth showcase. Do I have a save state for that? Let's see. No, not really. Oh yeah. The most important enemies to kill in the game is the jellyfish. These dragons can maybe drop some food items, but yeah, it's kinda rare. Got one strawberry. So we wanna hold this map and do the trick here. Intentionally like trigger the trap to get all of the points. And I meant all the food items. So here you're gonna slowly go in the center and hit the left side. There's one lobster. Oops, you need to do that. Don't do that, you're gonna lose jellyfish. As you can see, the chance of HP is really high. And you can do it twice. If you move too much, you're gonna despawn enemies, so you wanna slowly tap to the one direction and don't move too much. Right here, I didn't despawn them, or oh, I did. I didn't. There you go. I got out of HP. in return. So the dragon actually can drop some good stuff, but it's kinda rare. This dragon right here can maybe drop a fairy egg, but it's really unlikely. This moth, they're tricky, because if you kill them with your sword, as you can see, they're actually gonna explode and deal massive amount of damage. You need to be really careful. Yeah, you don't want to kill them immediately because the drops are gonna go on in the water. There you go. All these drops. And another good enemy to kill is those like ghosts. I think this one is a good save state to showcase that one. Yeah, just as you can see, this fight is just really random. The best way is just to rush, because it doesn't matter. On this floor, you're gonna get healed. This is the poison state. That's kinda it. You're unable to shoot for a while. There's the chicken. Wow, 3 orbs in a row. And there's the other secret there. Here's the knight. There's the knight. Like right here, on this last corridor. Let's see. I'm gonna pause when I see them. Are they here? I forgot actually. Okay, see these like train enemies? These can drop food items or even eggs sometime. Let's see. Yeah, I got bread. Apple. Yeah. And that's kinda it. The last thing gonna show is the final boss. So, I said earlier, the chest position. Need to be really careful about what you open, because 3 of them are traps. One is a gauntlet, and one is this item right here. You definitely want to keep the mana. So right here, when I enter the boss, you will go on the left side, and one of these are probably gonna be the gauntlet or the trap. Let's see. That was a trap, so magic immediately to avoid it. And on the other side, they're gonna contain some, yeah, the wand and the other trap. So the best way to kill this boss, also everything, the collision damage is 1 HP. And you can actually destroy these bullets if you're precise enough. There's a safe spot here on the middle or on the side. It's hard to do that one though. And that's a last resort thing when it's really close to you. So again, if you scared like here, I was scared, just use the magic immediately to get iframes and quickly rack up damage. As you can see, safe spot again. After some damage, he's gonna enter the second phase. This one is gonna heavily buff every attack and make this unavoidable attack. That one is not, you cannot avoid that one. So as long as you have like 3 HP, 4, you can kill this boss. When he's really close to you, like now, no, you can avoid the balls. When he's, although you need to be really close to you. Right now, I'm gonna stay in the corner. Right now we can do it like that. A like curve on 40 degree. Let's see. And again, yeah, that was kind of weird to dodge. Middle. If you wanna save up HP. I suggest you to just practice this boss a lot. Second phase right now, really out from me. Pretty good. Avoid it. Yeah, got it because it went in my way. And this is why the knight is really important for this boss. Yeah, that was too close. There we go. You can easily not damage this boss if you focus enough. I think that's it though. I think I pretty much showed everything in this game. Let's see. Yeah, that's kinda it. I guess gonna show the ending with the final notes. Yeah, this game is pretty fun, but it's really difficult to play. I hope this kind of rudimental guide will help a little bit. You can usually put your name, I guess. Yeah. If I miss something, let me know. I will try to answer the comments if needed. And yeah. This run was based on a pretty recent clear on an arcade in America. You can find the run on YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this is probably the easiest way to successfully finish the game with one coin. Using the knight, the thief, and just not skipping any floor beside the one. And there's all my friends. And yeah, I hope this guide was useful. And see you next guide if I'm gonna make one or not. I don't know. We'll see in the future.